Hello and welcome to this review of the ASG AK-47 Arsenal. This is the classic design of an AK-47. It has a good weight to it and it's a nice 6mm BB gun. When you take a look at the magazine, it looks like it's very robust. It's not metal, but I don't think it's metal, but it's also not low quality foreign standard mag that you get with it. The gun is made out of ABS plastic and upper metal receiver and a metal barrel, inner barrel and outer barrel. The gun has a very nice crispy fire selector, and so this gun comes with an safe, auto and semi. The hub unit can be found by pulling this charging handle down, and then you can see there is a little like pipe. There is an iron sight which can be selected and adjusted by length. Just simply pull this and then you can say, okay, I need to have 2 meters or 20 meters, sorry, and you're just changing it to 20 meters. This upper receiver out of metal is a little bit loose. I need to put it entirely on. And you can find the battery at the back here of the gun in the stock. It's actually very hard to get out. I think it's not the easiest way. It took a little bit to find out. But the magazine that came with was an 600 round high cap magazine, and I actually don't prefer high cap magazines because you need to like spin the wheel. So I more want to have a mid cap. But the way that you're just simply reloading is just easy AK style, and putting it out easy too. But overall, it is ABS plastic, this shit, but it actually feels rather nice. You can actually see here that it's plastic, but it is solid, and that the internals are also made out of metal. And since this barrel is metal, it's okay. It shoots around 100 meters per second, which is around 330 FPS, I think. It weighs 2.9 kilos. The length of the gun is 870 millimeters, while the barrel is 455 millimeters long. Now, right now it's been powered by an 8.4 volt battery. And I got that got with the box, and I also got a 202 volt charger. I'm about to see if I can buy a new one. I think it's gonna be maybe an M4 or G33C, or maybe a totally different gun. Because I don't. The problem also with this is there isn't any like attachments. You can put attachments on. You can buy a rail for the AK, so you can put attachments on. But I don't really want to spend that money. You can put a foregrip on, you can put a sight on when you get the bridge, but yeah. But overall, I think the gun looks great. It looks like an AK. Just a little bit of coin, why not? Okay, so if we're trying to see how much wobble there is, let's put it up. Let's hold on these rim holders. There's only one. Then you can hear that there is some wobbling up here in the front. I do think it is this trigger and fire. No, so there is a little bit of wobble from the battery, but if we're holding on this, it's the only thing that is wobbling, and that's actually a big downside, because if there's one thing that I don't want to have that's wobbling around, then it's the battery. I think it should be safe and secure in the thigh knob. But overall, it's a great starter gun. It has a max of 1.5 joule maximum, and that when you're doing that, it can give when you're tuning it up with the externals, it can actually give an okay power. It will then could give around 400 FPS, which is around 120 meters per second, which can be then only for longer distance with auto fire mode, but with semi mode you can also use it in close quarters. So let's go out and test with the shooting range. So I'm gonna shoot the target about 16 meters away. So you will definitely hit the man. This was from 16 meters away, and it was the size of my own head. So you will, yeah, definitely hit the man with your BBs, and also then 30 meters away, you can hit the body easily with that gun. So ASG has really just thought about the insides and made the most important things out of metal, where they could have made other parts out of polymer. They haven't, and that is, I think it's because they want to have the price to be cheap, and then with polymer it could look like wood. But this is a great starter gun, and if you want to upgrade it, you can upgrade it. It is a classic AK-47 design, so you should be compatible with other AK parts, so you should easily could like change the stock to a wood stock if you want, or to a better quality stock. But be aware when you're upgrading, the motor needs to fit an AK and the gearbox also. That's the only issue with when you are not buying an M4 designed weapon with an M4 body. That is that it's harder to upgrade your gun, because with an M4 body it's very easy to upgrade because there's so many parts for it. But then be aware, ask your local hardball shop or ask someone on the net if they have some tuning parts for your AK-47 if you want to buy one. This gun costed around 200 bucks in Denmark, and we are a little bit high on price. We are also paying in kroner, and that was 1,000 of them, and that is 200 bucks. So I think in USA, in the American States, you can maybe get it for 120 bucks. It's a very cheap gun actually, but it fires good. And if you just want to play sometimes with your friends, I can really recommend this gun. Else check out some of the other ASG guns. ASG is a good brand. They make some good weapons, but if you're more for the high end, go after but if you're more for the mid end, go after WE, and King Arms has a little bit of low to mid, and WE has from mid to high. So go after these guns. I can really recommend an M4A1 from WE, or an King Arms M416. They are just two great guns. I don't have them by myself, but after what I've heard about them, they are just great guns. But remember, when you're fired out in the game or just fired from full auto, remember just to shoot 1 or 2 times on single to like release the spring, so it hasn't so it doesn't like stretch so much, or so it doesn't have this tense in it. You can lower the power with it and maybe damage your thing. Also be aware of your battery. It should not be over much. Also be aware of your battery. Don't choose a battery at 11.4 volt, only if the gearbox is made for 11.4 volt, and this isn't made for 11.4 volt. I will max give that a 9.6, but 8.4 is also great. And overall, if you want a cheap gun, go buy it. It's a great gun. You could see how precisely it was. There nearly wasn't any wind. But for a cheap gun, this is the gun for you. I hope you enjoyed this. My name is Shark, and I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye.